What's the scariest thing you've ever seen happen during an online class? During lockdown, my cousin was in a college anthropology course that required everyone to keep their cameras on. One morning, this guy named Jason joined the Zoom way earlier than usual. His camera was on, but he wasn't sitting at his desk, the screen was aimed at the ceiling. At first, nobody thought anything of it. Students came in, the professor greeted everyone, and then suddenly we all heard this weird banging sound coming from Jason's mic. The professor asked if someone was doing construction, but nobody answered. Then we heard Jason whisper, "Please hurry." Everyone froze. The professor asked if he was okay, and Jason said, "Someone's in my apartment." He was hiding in his closet, holding his laptop against his chest, breathing so hard you could hear it over everyone else's audio. His door handle started shaking behind him, and people were literally begging him to mute himself so whoever it was wouldn't hear him. But he said if he muted, he wouldn't know if the guy left. Someone called 911, but Jason lived off campus and nobody knew his exact address. The professor was trying to pull up the class roster when we heard the intruder start walking around the room, louder and louder. Then the footsteps stopped. Right outside the closet door. Everyone on the call was completely silent. Jason covered his mouth, and you could see tears running down his face. Suddenly the door jerked open, and the screen went black. The meeting erupted, people shouting, crying, trying to call him, anything. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. Nothing. The professor was shaking so hard she could barely talk. But 20 minutes later, someone from campus security joined the Zoom and said the police found him hiding on the building's fire escape. The guy who broke in was arrested on the spot. Jason came back to class a few days later and didn't say a single word. But the professor has never required cameras.